Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be making a creamy homemade mac and cheese at a high-end luxury level. What I mean by that is we're going to be using organic and harder to get ingredients. I've already basically did the mise en place. I have all the ingredients lined up. I'll also go ahead and incorporate the list of ingredients and the measurements exactly for this recipe. So go ahead and if you're interested in homemade mac and cheese for the kids, that's on a ultra level that the kids absolutely love. Follow along and obviously subscribe, like, and follow and comment on our channel. So let's get started. First thing I have is 2 pounds of medium cheddar cheese that I'm going to freshly grate, and about 2/3 of a pound of Gruyere cheese. I'll go ahead and grate that as well. It should give us about 6 cups total of grated cheese. So when you're buying the packages, each one says about 1 pound on it. They come in blocks. I just cut it up into smaller blocks so I could fit it into the grinder. Also, while we're basically prepping, I'm using elbow pasta. I'll go ahead and start boiling the water, add about a tablespoon of salt into the pot, and I'll go ahead and start boiling the pasta while I'm getting everything else ready. So that's the first step. I'll go ahead and start with boiling the pasta. Hey guys, my daughter decided to join for this cooking lesson. So anyways, here's the cheddar cheese, the medium cheddar cheese that I'm going to basically grate. I'll do one piece at a time. So guys, after grating the cheese, we have 3 cups and 3 cups. 3 cups are going to go for the sauce. 3 cups are going to go for the inner layers. You're going to use about half and half, so 1.5 cups in between the layers. And right now we're going to get started on the sauce for the pasta. So that takes a whole stick of butter. We're going to go ahead and melt that on medium heat. Okay guys, so with the milk, I have 1.5 cups of whole milk, and it's about 2.5 cups of half and half. You can go ahead and combine it because you're going to be adding it together anyways into the cream sauce. And so what I'm going to do now is, while the butter is melting, I have measured out the flour for the cream sauce. What we're going to do is incorporate it and mix it with a whisk while the butter melts. So right now I'm just standing by and waiting for the butter to melt before we add the flour, and then cook the flour for approximately 1 minute. And we'll be preheating the oven to 325 degrees while we have the pasta boiling. So we're going to be adding 2 cups approximately of the milk while stirring it constantly. Okay guys, so I added the olive oil to the pasta so it doesn't stick. While I'm finishing the sauce, I already turned off the heat. It has the consistency of pretty much condensed milk at this point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the measured out the salt that we have and incorporate that. The salt that I'm using has 10% truffle salt. Our family loves truffle, so the salt I'm using is actually this one. We like it a lot, and we try to use it as much as we can for things to, amp up the flavor. I'm also going to add the pepper at this point, and smoked paprika. It's really good to incorporate it before you add the cheese. It's going to be easier to mix it so it's evenly mixed in the sauce. Now you can see it's mixed in. I'm going to go ahead and add half the cheese that we measured out, which is 1.5 cups. right into the sauce and try to spread it out. And then I'm going to continue stirring it so that the cheese has time to melt for the sauce. And the sauce should thicken up even more while we're doing this. Go ahead. Okay, now that we have the spices in, the 3 cups of cheese in, I'm gonna go ahead and incorporate the pasta into the sauce and mix it in. And before we basically are ready to put it in the oven and bake it. And we're gonna be baking it at the 325 for about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how like the brownness, especially after the breadcrumbs, so that we get a nice little crust on it. I might even bump up the heat towards the very end, just to get a little bit more crust on the top. And what we're going to do is just mix it really well, so make sure the sauce tries to get inside also the elbow pasta, trying to basically make sure the sauce is well incorporated into it, and that it has time to absorb into the little holes in the elbow pasta.
Yummy! Can I try some already?
In a second, yes. I'll give the first taste test to the wife. I'll give her a spoon. So, wife, here you go.
But it's empty. I want...
Well, you could come and take a spoon from the...
Hi, guys.
1 spoon. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and butter up the baking dish, and we're gonna stick it in the oven. So give me a second, and while I set this up, and I'll go ahead and butter up the dish. So at this point, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and after you can see that the dish is buttered up, I'm going to incorporate half onto the bottom of basically the pasta and then layer it with half the cheese. And if I decide, I can always add more cheese, depends how cheesy we want it. But it already is, at this point, pretty well cheesed. Deanna, actually I could use your help. This is a good one, it's good to have extra pair of hands. So wife's gonna help me with this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold this and just put it in half, approximately. Okay, just half.
Half?
Yep.
Right here, right?
Yeah, right about that. Make sure that nothing's dripping so we don't get our stove dirty.
Okay.
Thank you. That's it for now. And I'll spread it. I'll go ahead and spread it. Thank you. Members aren't patient enough, so you have to give them in the process something in between, basically. When we boil the pasta, you're trying to boil it just 1 minute before completely boiled, because it is going to continue to cook in the oven. But again, that's personal preference. My family, because of our younger daughter, we prefer to actually cook basically more done. Normally, obviously, we'd love to cook al dente. But for a little kid, it's sometimes better just to boil it a little bit longer to make sure that they're going to be able to enjoy it a little more. So. And I realized, actually I'm going to add back some cheese. I'm glad I grated extra, because I actually ended up using a little more in between the layer. I'm going to probably use another, at this point on top, 2 cups for the top layer before I add the breadcrumbs. This was the extra cheese that I thought I grated too much, but it turns out I'm gonna end up using almost all of it. So you could go a little bit less on cheese. Again, it depends how cheesy your family likes the mac and cheese. So that's about a thin, I like this kind of layer, just basically enough to cover it. And then last step is gonna be, and by the way, this is how much I had left. So you could probably get away with about, I would say, cut it down to maybe half a pound of Gruyere and about 1.5 sticks of the medium cheddar. And then the last thing, we're gonna sprinkle the breadcrumbs so it has something to absorb the fat and then also give a nice color on top to the mac and cheese. I noticed that first time I made it without the breadcrumbs, it was actually, it didn't have any way to really brown the top or brown the cheese. And the only other way also is bumping up the temperature. At 325, I feel like it never got the color I was looking for. Plus it gives a nice little crunch, and you can use different types of breadcrumbs. The one I'm using is just, I think it's whole wheat breadcrumbs. You can use, I think, pretty much even panko would work pretty well in this. That's it, and at this point we're going to go ahead and put it in the oven.
Ready.
Okay guys, so I just took it out of the oven. I had it in for 20 minutes at 325 degrees. I bumped it up to broil the last 2 minutes. Definitely don't go over 2 minutes, otherwise it starts to just crisp up a little too much. Anyways. There's the mac and cheese. Still gonna be really hot, so I'm gonna probably burn myself. Oh my god, it's hot, but it's so good. It was really good. I'm gonna have to have Deanna try it. Deanna, come here. It's really hot. Okay. It's really hot.
Oh.
What do you think?
Crispy, soft, perfect. We keep it.
Thank you guys. Like, subscribe, and comment below. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. I think my family's gonna go enjoy this at this point. Thank you so much. Bye.